Wahoo. I'm eepy. I'm very eepy sleepy. Is my mouse on? Yes, it is. We're doing good. We're doing good. The ad break is still going? What is happening? Okay, apparently it's back now. Hello. I'm sleepy. We're doing a sleepy investigation stream. I don't know how much of this case is left. I don't remember. I'm very sleepy today because I woke up like relatively early because I had D&D today. Wait. Oh god, there's so many characters. There's so many. I had D&D today and I DM'd a session for the first time in a couple of years, I think. And it went well. So, yay, D&D, wahoo. Gotta plug my laptop in. I love that I DM'd D&D and now I have to do actually more voices than I had to do in my D&D session today. Franziska! Silence in the courtroom, please. Ms. Von Karma, if you would be so kind as to update us on the progress of the search. It's not good news, I'm afraid. The entire big building has been searched from top to bottom. And no auctioneer's hammer was found anywhere. Ugh! That is bad news indeed. Then, we have no choice but to move ahead with the verdict. Ugh. Such a terrible shame. But I suppose only a fool would have left the murder weapon behind. I don't like that smile you're saying that with. Certainly not what I'd expect from a first-rate criminal mind. No, there's just not enough to work with here. I can't carry us any further on my own. Yes, it really is a tragedy, but such is life, I suppose. I was just thinking back over the defendants I've made plea deals with over the years. Rare mention of a plea deal in Ace Attorney. People who poured their hearts out to me, who trusted me with every detail of their crimes. And then when it came to their sentencing, I recommended life in prison every time. Every single one. Oh, if only you could see them. The stupid, dumbfounded looks on their faces. God, he sucks. I know we know this. Like Fork Found in Kitchen. We know Excelsius Winter is the worst. However, the verdict will now be passed. All present will accept the goddess's word as law. There's nothing more I can do. Kay and I are both... If only we had some proof. Agent Long, you want to swoop in at the last second? I don't actually remember what the turning point is here, so if that is what it is, hell yeah. I miss him. We haven't seen him in a very long time. In a very long time, even? Oh. I never imagined I would be passing judgment on you under such circumstances. The end of the road, huh? By the power vested in me, Excelsius Winner, this court hereby indicts you for your crimes. What? Huh. What on earth's gotten into you? Oh god, she's on the other side and her sprite looks weird flipped around. I submit for the court's consideration the case file of a certain incident. Holy shit. I, vaguely remember this part happening, but oh my god. Namely, the IS-7 incident, a murder that took place 18 years ago. But what does that file have to do with... Wait, you mean... Your late-night visit to this chamber? That was to... Precisely. I came here to retrieve those documents. Though sadly, it would seem I arrived too early. To catch the auction itself. She's so cool.
When we spoke of the matter before, I implied that I had come to retrieve files pertaining to your own case. You'll have to forgive me. That was a ruse to buy myself more time.
She's so cool. Love Verity. What the heck are you doing, Gavel? You can't just accuse my dad. Without proper grounds, it's formation.
An excellent observation, Eustace.
It is?
And of course, I have the grounds to make such an accusation. 18 years ago, Mr. Manfred von Karma had some details about the victim's body fabricated. Details he was forced to fabricate when the sculptor Artie Frost's body went missing.
My papa. Fabricating information. What is the meaning of this? I am choosing to believe that that line there is not like, my father fabricating information? Like, I don't think she's like, I don't think that she's appalled by that. I'm choosing to believe that she's like, why is this coming up now? Manfred von Karma has been dead for like a year. Oh, this is the wrong button.
Ian Seidman, the detective originally assigned to the case, did in fact report that the body had gone missing. However, it seems that a certain someone wasn't very pleased with Mr. von Karma and deliberately withheld that information in order to bring him down a few pegs. What? The individual refuses to allow anyone to go against their wishes or to challenge their power. And they're known to go to extreme lengths in order to bring those who defy them to heel. 18 years ago, they were no different. In fact, they even ordered Dr. Hertz to create a fake autopsy report of the IS-7 incident. What? She was responsible for the fake report.
Oh god, what was her voice? I want to do the Harley Quinn thing, but that's not right. We made her Southern. Oh god, only the Harley Quinn accent is coming to me in this moment. Oh no. What was her voice?
Oh, wait. You have to understand. Grandma, she's not a bad person. She had to do what he said. She didn't have any choice.
The person in question was the chief prosecutor at the time. The chief prosecutor 18 years ago. No. The man who gave Papa the first penalty of his career.
Oh, that's a good effect. I like that.
Excelsius winner. It was you.
Objection! What are you all talking about? My dad would never do something like that. Overruled.
I'm sorry, Eustace, but your opinion on the matter is not needed here. God. Well, Chairman Winner, do you have anything else to say for yourself? All that nonsense with the body. That was Manfred's doing. Such a willful boy. Ugh!
Why are you calling him that? How old are you? Are you older than Manfred? If so, Jesus Christ, did he age poorly? How old are you? He's 68. That's around how old Manfred was, right? I don't remember. Hold on. This is what, it's like a year after A3? Manfred von Karma. Okay, yeah, no, Manfred was 65. I think he was 65 in the first game. I'd have to, like, go back and check, but, don't call him a boy. Gross. Fake autopsy report. How could you? I can't believe you naughty kids would do such dishonest things behind my back.
Hold it!
We could just ask her why she did it. She is standing right there, after all, even.
Wait, Grandma can't. She's... Ow! Grandma, I'm sorry. I knew. That's why What? Exactly. If I didn't, everybody would have found out about what you did. He said he was going to charge you if I didn't help him with their plan. He said that he would... I just had to do what the auctioneer said.
So you were coerced into it, were you, Nurse Needler? And just to be clear, the auctioneer was Chairman Winner?
I'm sorry, but I honestly don't know. The person forcing me to help them was the auctioneer. And they definitely looked to be about the same build as the chairman, but I never saw their face.
Well, there must be something. Any detail, no matter how small, will do. Any suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Oh, wait! Their mask didn't cover their whole face. And the part that wasn't covered had a tattoo on it. I remember that much for sure.
I just remembered what the bit was. A tattoo?
Objection!
This all sounds very dramatic, but I really don't know what you're talking about. There's no tattoo anywhere on my face. I think I'd know if there was one, wouldn't you? Man's never heard of makeup before in his life, which means I can't be the ringleader no matter how much you might want me to be. I only hope you can figure out who this shameless manipulator might be.
This too is Ghost Trick. Hey, you guys should go. Hold on. You guys should go play Ghost Trick, which I think is on sale right now. You guys should play Ghost Trick. Like, just everybody should go play Ghost Trick. Don't Google anything. Optimal playing. What the hell is it? Optimal gameplay setup for Ghost Trick is with a soft and warm pet within petting distance. Everybody play Ghost Trick. All right, that's a hell of a laugh.
Overruled.
Your contempt for this courtroom is an insult to the goddess. Are you sure it's not you who's feeling insulted here?
That too.
I am not the only one who has been trying to bring you to justice. Ms. Ringer had been trying too. And I refuse to let her sacrifice be in vain. Young Rosie was looking to take me down, you say? But why? I barely knew her. I've always had a certain magnetic charm, but I don't remember ever catching that particular eye.
He's gross.
You barely knew the victim? Why? I do believe that is a new statement. The goddess demands that you offer your full testimony on the record. So that's how this is going to go, hmm? You mean to hound me until I finally break? Well, if that's the way you want to play it, fine. I'll destroy you all. Every last one of you. Mr. Edgeworth, please allow me to work with you on this one. I doubt we'll ever get another chance to put him on the stand. So let's make the most of this opportunity. Of course, Your Honor. I wouldn't have it any other way. Now, Chairman Winner, you will tell this court everything you know about Miss Ringer.
Hell yeah. Oh, creepy cut in. Dream team, let's go. Dream team.
Young Rosie was a member of the committee, of course. But we never really had any personal interactions, at least none that I remember. I had no motive to murder that poor girl whatsoever. And I have absolutely no idea why she was after me. So you don't mean to accept your part in any of this?
Of course he doesn't. He isn't guilty. How could he be? He's my dad, the winner of winners.
That's very kind of you, Eustace. But you'll need more than mere words if you plan to cover for me.
Right. You got it. I won't let them pin this on you. I believe in you, Dad. You'll beat Edgeworth. I know you will.
Yes, yes, you really are such a sweet, simple child.
He really loves his dad, huh?
But that's no excuse for him to ignore his father's crimes. No matter how much he respects him. Regardless of their station in life, all criminals will be made to atone for their sins in time. Hold on, what is the remove UI button? Because like this fucks. Yes, okay. This team up, hello.
Oh wait, I need to it won't let me make I want to make a screenshot. I want to make a screenshot, but as soon as I try to use the screenshot buttons, it doesn't want to. Yay! Okay. I just think this is neat. The girlies. I just think they look nice. I think their sprites look good together. Okay. I'm done taking my pictures.
This won't be easy on Mr. Winner. But it has to be done. We can't let his father get away with this.
Okay. Let's just press everything. Or actually, I want to see what the dialogue at the end is.
I have to think back over what we know about the victim. If you're not sure how to approach this, take another look at the evidence.
You just might find a way to blah 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 blah. You just might find a new way to interpret old information.
Are you trying to help me, Francisca?
I'm trying to help Kay Faraday. I couldn't care less about you.
Nice to see she really is worried for Kay, in her own Francisca sort of way.
I love them, the siblings.
Hold it!
Anyway.
As a member of the committee, you must at least have been familiar with her face. Sure, but that's about all. I saw her every once in a while.
What a nothing statement.
Hold it!
So you're saying you barely knew the victim at all? That's exactly what I'm saying, my boy, yes. Why, I never even knew about that burn mark on her hand. That is a hell of a thing to say.
You didn't?
I mean, what's the point? You get to know someone, but before you know it, they're gone. It's become such a pain to remember things about others. They're here one day and then gone the next. Yes, because they dare to stand up to you and you make them disappear. Jesus. If you could please add your remark about the victim's burn to your testimony, Chairman Winner.
That's kind of a... Like, that was an oddly specific thing to say, unprompted. Permanent burn mark.
Is it just the autopsy?
Objection!
Yeah, it's not.
What do you think of this piece of evidence, Chairman Winner? Ooh, let's see. I think it's absolutely nothing. And I'm sure Eustace agrees.
Sure do, Dad. It's totally irrelevant.
Ugh! To get swatted down by the lesser winner.
Mr. Winner is really enjoying this, huh?
Of course he is. He has his father here to back him up. But that's just fine. I'll take the both of them down together.
Well, that was fun. There's another thing that, like, mentioned her burn mark. Wait, I just want to look at the little guy. Look at him. Little guy. Wee. Spin a cow around in your head. It's fun. Okay. No. Is it that she was wearing gloves?
Objection!
It is not.
Surely this piece of evidence completely contradicts your testimony? I don't know, Miles. Any thoughts, Eustace?
Beats me, but I guess it doesn't.
Right. I thought so too. Oh, these two are the worst.
Please, Mr. Edgeworth. It's okay.
I'm not about to give up just yet, Kay. I'm going to prove that you're innocent, one way or another.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh wait, we can press this. Duh. You're sure you didn't know about the burn mark? You really don't let up, do you? Not in the habit of memorizing who has a scar on their hand and who doesn't. But this wasn't just any old scar. I'd say it's pretty noticeable, in fact. Perhaps under normal circumstances, but now that I think about it, Miss Ringer always did wear gloves. Truth be told, I wasn't aware of the burn mark until after the incident myself. The victim's hands were always covered by a pair of gloves. It makes sense, of course. People can be very self-conscious about such things. I can only sympathize, being something of a sensitive soul myself. I hope you're not too sensitive to append that statement to your testimony.
Okay. She was always wearing gloves. Perhaps it was to hide the burn. She's not wearing gloves in the...
Objection!
Nope. Okay, we're not doing good today.
Hold it!
So you remember her always wearing gloves? I mean, it was something of a trademark of hers, yes. Who knew it was to hide a burn mark? I always imagined it was just a fashion statement. Does your little friend there have something to hide under all those bandages, I wonder?
Ew.
Oh, me? No, I don't have anything to hide.
You don't? Not even the stony visage of a cold-blooded murderer?
Objection!
If anyone here is hiding such a thing, it's you. And I'll expose your true face if it's the last thing I do.
That's funny.
You never fail to entertain, my boy. Go ahead and do your worst. So Ms. Ringer always wore gloves. That reminds me of something. I should look over all the evidence again.
No, go back. Okay.
Objection!
No.
Bro.
Wait, what? Okay. The problem with this one is that we don't see the other hand. The leader prepared wigs in order to enable their accomplice to disguise herself as Miss Ringer. One wig was straight and the other wavy. Ringer's hair was straight, so wavy was not used. Is it this? Oh, fingerprints.
Objection!
No? What? How is it not that there are fingerprints? Hold on. Okay. I did have to check which one it was. One of the people recorded had a prominent burn. It was, in fact, the cow we spun around in our minds the entire time.
Objection!
Prominent burn.
So Miss Ringer always wore gloves. If she did, that raises a rather important question and highlights quite a contradiction. Contradiction, you say? Really? If we listen again to the conversation that was captured by this stuffed cow, you'll soon see what I mean. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Nothing to say for yourself? I've waited so long for this day, and now I'll finally have my revenge. We can be reasonably certain that what we just heard is the moment the victim was attacked. I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. We assumed that those were the words of the killer. And where's the problem in that? Seems like a perfectly sensible assumption to me. I'm afraid not, Chairman Winner. For you see, if the victim was always wearing gloves as you just testified, then the burn mark on her hand should not have been visible to her killer. I think it's less that it shouldn't have been visible to her killer than, like, it shouldn't have been something identifiable.
Objection!
You speak as if gloves can't be easily removed. She could have taken them off during the auction. That's...
But she hadn't. She was still wearing them when I changed places with her. So they must have been on her hands when she was being murdered, too.
What are you saying, my dear? You know how much trouble you're in, don't you?
I'm not scared of you anymore. I have Grandma on my side now. Now it's time for you to play the Piper Winner, you dang devil.
I see. So you're both looking to disappear, too. That can be arranged.
Crazy thing to say in front of a panel of judges.
Not this time, Excelsius Winner. The only person disappearing will be you.
Objection!
Hey, you can't talk to my dad like that. Who cares if the burn was covered up? Why does that even matter?
Objection!
Oh, it matters. Because it turns our understanding of the burn mark on its head.
What do you mean? What can the fact that the victim's burn mark was covered up possibly tell us?
Think about it like this, Mr. Winner. The victim was wearing gloves, therefore, the burn mark on her hand would not have been visible. In which case, whose burn mark was it that was being referenced in the recording? I think we're putting too much stock into Excelsius saying, well, Rosie always wore gloves. Like, I'm pretty sure he's just bullshitting for that. I don't think this is as much of a logical trap as we want it to be.
So, somebody who wasn't the victim?
Precisely. Which can only mean that the culprit had a prominent burn mark, too. Or to put it another way, I knew it was you the moment I laid eyes on you. You can't hide that burn from me. Those words were spoken not by the murderer, but by the victim. Like, I feel like the way that this should have gone is that Excelsius has misspoken by saying he recognized, like, he didn't know about a burn on her hand and claimed that she always wore gloves. But it's clear that her burn was visible, therefore he's lying.
Objection.
No way!
Eustace, my boy, would you mind stepping aside for a sec? Look, Miles, it's nice to see you having fun with your little flights of fancy, but let's get serious. So the murderer had a burn mark now? Really? Where? Your little theory will either take flight or die depending on your answer here, I'm afraid. He's not messing around. I have to figure out where that burn mark was, and fast.
I wonder where it could have been. All of the auction people were wearing disguises, right?
Yes, and each disguise was different. Yet, in spite of that, the burn mark was visible to the victim somehow, which means... Well, shall we? Enlighten us, why don't you? Where was the murderer's burn mark? I assume you have some evidence.
Do we not have the... The tattoo on part of their face of the mask didn't cover, right? Yeah.
Take that!
Here is my evidence. The outfit the ringleader was wearing throughout the auction. Or rather, the outfit you were wearing, Chairman Winner. And what exactly is that supposed to tell us?
Objection!
A suit, white gloves, and a mask. This disguise should have covered almost all of your skin. But according to Nurse Needler's testimony, the auctioneer's mask didn't quite cover your entire face. Not only that, she claims to have seen a tattoo on the part that was exposed. But was it a tattoo, or did she simply mistake a burn mark for one?
A burn mark on the face?
Objection!
Sorry to interrupt while you're so clearly enjoying yourself, dear boy. But I regret to inform you that none of the committee members had such a burn. Myself included, of course.
But Dad, I mean...
Eustace, do you think you can be quiet, please? You can be foolish on your own time later. Well, you may be an annoyance most of the time, Mr. Winner. But on this particular occasion, I'm grateful for your presence. A reaction like that from you, his son, is as good an indicator of the truth as I could have hoped for. And it gives me a much-needed confidence boost concerning another theory of mine. Namely, who that one unexplained item belongs to.
What's the matter with Mr. Winner?
I think he might be in shock. After all, he's usually the last to figure things out. But in this case, he seems to have gotten there all too quickly.
What do you mean?
He knows that his father is indeed the real murderer.
He's sad because he knows the truth? So, it's better to not know the truth at all?
No, Kay. It's what we came here for. It doesn't matter how we get there. The important thing is finding the truth. You yourself told me that once, right when I needed to hear it the most.
Ooh.
And now it's... Oh no.
Ooh, 2 sneezes.
And now it's time for me to repay the favor and show you the truth of your innocence.
I want to know too. The truth of what really happened. So please, Mr. Edgeworth, won't you show me?
I very much intend to. You don't know when to give up, do you? Where is this burn, then? Perhaps you could point it out to me. You can't, can you? Because it's nowhere to be found, just like your evidence that I'm the killer.
Yeah, hunt for contradictions all you like. You won't find any. Because he's my dad. A winner through and through.
Objection!
I understand, Mr. Winner. I completely understand why you don't want to believe it's true. But if you ignore the truth now, you'll regret it for as long as you live.
Dad, what do I do?
I just don't understand it. How could I have raised such an utter buffoon? If you really wish to help your father, Eustace, you can try thinking on your own for once in your life, you useless nitwit.
But I try all the time, Dad. All I do is try. I went to the school you wanted me to go to. I aced every test. Look at my jacket. They only give these to the valedictorian. I did everything you told me to. I worked like crazy and graduated top of my class. I tried to be just like you and win as many trophies as I could.
Objection!
You really are just a simpering simpleton, aren't you? Those tests you aced, I had the school give you perfect scores on all of them. Those debate and speech competitions you won, the judges were all friends of mine. If you never even realized that much, there's no hope for you, I'm afraid. None at all. You're no son of mine. Even you must see that. Oh, God. My own son. They all leave in the end. Oh, I mean... Even when he was trying, he was failing. He did it all for me, and he should have tried harder. You're a disgrace. You don't deserve to be a father. And you certainly don't deserve to be chairman of this committee. Even I feel sorry for the boy now. Or Mr. Winner. Explain yourself, Chairman Winner. Just what do you think your son is to treat him in such a way? An utterly useless pawn sounds about right. But you're one to talk, Verity. You tried to worm your way into my trust by using Eustace too. I cannot deny it. However, I have never thought of him as a mere pawn. He may not be a naturally gifted prosecutor, but he tries. In some ways, he tries harder than anybody. That's what I have witnessed during my time with him. Yet you would call him useless. How could you?
Objection!
Because he is Verity, my girl. He is utterly incapable of doing anything I ask him. Mr. Edgeworth, I entrust my offering to the goddess to you, so that you may use it to call her final judgment onto Excelsius Winner. Thank you, Your Honor. I've been more than ready to do so. If the ringleader had a visible burn mark on their face that night, then it would follow that Chairman Winner is currently hiding that mark somehow. How exactly was he dressed during the auction? That will be the key to solving this case at last. Now then, your answer, please. Which piece of evidence will help us to reveal the burn mark on the culprit's face? What if we just set him on fire? No, I'm kidding.
Take that!
Recall Nurse Needler's testimony, if you will.
Hi, Jupiter.
There was one thing that we never quite resolved. The second wig. The one that wasn't used. I seem to remember it being wavy.
What are you two talking about?
Nurse Needler apparently found some very interesting items when she went to swap places with the victim.
And? What do they have to do with the burn mark?
What she found were 2 wigs. I'm going to draw out this point as long as possible to annoy Franziska. One was intended to make her look more like the victim. But what was the other one for?
And Eggman, what are you two fucking talking about?
I don't suppose it was meant to be a spare. It doesn't take a huge leap of imagination to see the truth. Compare Chairman Winner's current appearance to that of the ringleader as it was described to us. Stop it. Stop staring at me. One very prominent difference presents itself. His face, or rather, what's around it.
You mean... it wasn't a wig after all?
Indeed. Not a wig intended to go on the top of the head, in any case. It was a fake beard all along, wasn't it, Excelsius Winner? This? Why, this is all my own, dear boy. How very unkind of you to suggest otherwise.
Objection!
We saw how your son reacted when he realized the truth. And how he desperately tried to cover for you, even in light of his realization. Yet you still feared that he might expose you. So rather than take that risk, you bullied him until he couldn't take it anymore. Because he knew. He knew that your beard hides a prominent, well, yeah, that too. A prominent burn mark. Chairman Winner, I insist that you remove your beard this instant. What a sentence.
Oh, there he fucking goes.
I forgot it was a skull.
There it is. The burn mark.
Mr. Edgeworth, for bringing evil to justice before the eyes of the goddess, you have my thanks. No, thank you. I couldn't have done it without you. Excelsius Winner, in the name of the goddess, I hereby pronounce my verdict. In the matter of the murder of Miss Rosie Ringer, this court finds you guilty.
Is that the only time I've gotten to verbally say guilty like that as a verdict? Do we ever get another one that isn't like a specific screen for it? That was fun. Mr. Edgeworth, I can't thank you enough. You never gave up on me, even when I gave up on myself. That was very kind of you.
There's no need to thank me. As a prosecutor. No. I lost my job. As a friend. It was the least I could do. Mr. Edgeworth, rejoice. I've learned that Chairman Winner has been safely delivered to the detention center. The search for the missing auction hammer continues. However, we are talking about Chairman Winner here, so it's highly likely that it has already been destroyed. In addition, there is one other matter I must inform you of. The chairman made a rather strange statement. According to him, the letters were not part of his plan. What? How could that be? He claims that he and Miss Needler found this letter on Miss Ringer's person. And that they then found a second letter on Kay's unconscious body. From their contents, the letter seemed to... There's a typo there. Seemed to be ones of correspondence. So he leapt to the conclusion... That's not spelled right either. He leapt to the conclusion that they must have been working with each other. That's quite the conclusion to jump to. As he read the letters, that's when he came up with the idea to frame Miss Faraday for Ms. Ringer's murder. So he decided to place the victims in a very conspicuous place. Namely, in her left chest pocket, like an idiot. Sounds to me like he's just trying to make excuses for himself. Yes, I certainly thought the same. Perhaps it was some sort of last-ditch ploy on his part. I mean, he didn't even consider the blood splatter. But it matters not. He will answer to the goddess now. And under her scrutiny, they should capitalize that. It would be metal, I think. Such strategies cannot hope to succeed. He will not escape justice. And with that, one of the duties with which I have been entrusted is complete at last. Judge Gavel. Before you go, can you tell us what you know? About how Chairman Winner came to murder Miss Ringer? There's more there, isn't there? Yes, and I suppose you have earned the right to the whole truth. Ms. Ringer once had a lover, a press photographer. He was investigating the underground auctions as a freelance journalist. But before he could uncover the truth behind the auctions, he was... disappeared. All Miss Ringer was left with here... Whoops. All Miss Ringer was left with were the memories and personal effects of her lover. And so, seeking revenge on Chairman Winner, she made her appearance at the auction. Unfortunately for her, her opponent struck first. I see. So that's the story behind this case. While the goddess does not condone acts of wanton vengeance, Ms. Ringer's actions have exposed Chairman Winner's crimes at last. So that was your real goal. You were tasked with exposing Excelsius Winner and the corruption at the heart of the committee.
Does anyone know what happened to Mr. Winner?
Thank you, Kay. Oh.
I'm afraid we haven't been able to get in touch with him.
Do you have any idea why?
I mean, I got a pretty good guess, man.
Probably because I wasn't there for him just now when he needed me most.
Oh. I really feel bad for him.
Well, don't pity him too much. At least he knows the truth now. And no matter how hard it might be, he'll need to learn to accept it. If he can't, he'll never be able to move on with his life. Trust me. A father's influence isn't easily erased. But in time, he can hopefully try and change his ways.
You're right. You've got to be. Can I change too, I wonder? Can I move on with my life? Are you okay, Kay? How's that head feeling? I'm fine, thank you. I'm so sorry, Kay. You were my patient. I had a responsibility to you. And instead, I let them accuse you of... No! Dang right. We ain't just in the business of fixing bodies, Missy. The mind's where it all begins. You're right, Grandma. Speaking of which, how's your memory? It's like, with a little more time, maybe I'll be able to remember some more?
This too is paradox. Please forgive me, but I had better be on my way. I am to preside over the trial of Fifi Lagarde in a bit. The Bronco Knight case, huh? Who's the defense attorney? It was supposed to be Ms. Ringer, but as she is no longer with us, we are still in the process of finding her replacement. Ms. Ringer was scheduled to represent Warden Lagarde. And of course, until we find Eustace, there is nobody to act for the prosecution either. In any case, I must take my leave.
Wait, please. What about Mr. Edgeworth's badge? What's going to happen to it now?
With its chairman under arrest, the committee's activities have been suspended for the time being. So to answer your question, it's complicated. It's all up to the goddess now.
But...
Don't worry about it, Kay. It's a consequence of my own making. And I assume you do not mean to change your mind? Of course not. I chose the path of truth, and I chose it willingly. With Chairman Winner out of the picture, justice is in the hands of the righteous once more.
Verity, if I didn't know, like, what you were about, I would be very suspicious of that line.
If you did wish to follow the path of the prosecutor again, Mr. Edgeworth, I would be more than happy to facilitate such a decision. It's very kind of you to offer, but I can't accept your help at this time. I can't ask for my badge back when I'm not even sure I want it anymore.
The prosecutor's path, even?
I see. It seems we are destined to continue on different paths then.
She breathes fire now? Like a dragon?
Well, I trust you'll keep my badge safe until they converge again. With all I have.
She's so cool. I love Verity.
In the meantime, I have here a token of the goddess's mercy. You may return this notebook to its rightful owner. Kay's promise notebook. It seems it was due to be sold in the auction. And with the name Kay written on its cover. Chairman Winner made the connection immediately and knew who it belonged to. It was the same name as the one in the letters, after all. The letters he claimed to know nothing about. I suppose he insisted he didn't prepare them. Yes, he also had something else to say. Apparently, he thought that Miss Faraday was after her notebook, and that Miss Ringer was after his life. And that their respective goals are what led them to cooperate and infiltrate the auction together. Unfortunately for him, he misread the situation completely. It was all just happenstance.
He really thought that, like, Kay was out to kill him.
If Kay had known a defense attorney who was also a member of the committee, there's no way she wouldn't have told me. That just isn't like her. Your belief in her is touching. While the notebook did become a part of Chairman Winner's cover-up scheme, it is also a treasured possession of Miss Faraday's, which is why I would like for her to have it back, as I am sure would the goddess. Thank you.
That's so good.
I pray that it helps her to recover her lost memories.
Is everything all right?
Judge Cavell wanted me to return something important to you.
I forgot.
Sorry, this is a very touching moment. Oh my god, you've graduated from Clown University. Congratulations, Kay. Oh my god, I forgot that happened here and not, like, for some reason I thought it happened later. Funny.
Isn't that...
I don't enjoy getting hurt.
Always greet people with a smile. Even people you don't know. Never cry in front of strangers.
Aww.
Daddy! I wrote them all down, Daddy! Yeah, I'm gonna keep all my promises and be a real hero when I grow up, just like you. Oh, wait. I forgot to write one down. The most important promise of all. Promise number 5. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. I remember just how you said it, and I'll never forget it. Always try your hardest to learn about things you don't understand. That's right. I have to try.
What is right?
I'm Kay Faraday, the great thief who I can't read that fast enough. Oh, look at her. The great thief who will do anything to get her hands on the truth. Second Yatagarasu and assistant to Mr. Edgeworth.
Hey, is that really you?
Can't say I'm not a little bit embarrassed, but yeah, I'm back. And I couldn't have done it without you, Mr. Edgeworth. You never stopped helping me, even when I was totally lost and couldn't remember anything.
Thank goodness. You certainly seem to be back.
Hey, so this is the real you, huh? Welcome back. It's so good to know you're better. You can sleep easy now. Now that you found it, don't you dare go losing that memory of yours again, young lady, you hear? Miss Needler, Dr. Hertz, thanks a lot for looking after me. And if you really are better, how about you get out of them dang hospital duds? Oh yeah, I washed all your clothes for you. Here.
I thought they were with Detective Gumshoe.
He handed them over to us after they came back from forensics.
And did he happen to mention if forensics found anything of note?
I didn't ask. Anyway, never mind that now. Put them on, Kay, I want to see.
Wait, what about her bandages? Surely it's too soon to remove them.
Oh, it's probably fine. She may have taken a big old bump to the head, but she wasn't really hurt otherwise.
But then, why all the bandages in the first place?
Prevention is better than a cure. A stitch in time saves 9. Those are just a few of my mottos.
Both of which sound like painfully annoying practices for your patients.
Okay, Kay. Transformation time. Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. Fits like a stolen glove.
That smile suits you better too. As it always did.
Thanks to you too, Miss Von Karma. I'm so glad you showed up when you did.
I simply came when Scruffy asked me to. I'm sure he'll be very happy to see that you're back to your old self too.
Speaking of Gummy, where is he?
Who knows? Perhaps the well of his devotion ran dry when a certain someone threw away his badge. Detective Gumshoe. Anyway, I have to be... oh, fuck. Anyway, I have to be going, and I'll be taking those two with me.
Wait, what's going to happen to them?
Acting as an accomplice in a murder and forging an autopsy report 18 years ago. Their crimes can't be allowed to go unpunished. But the fact that Excelsius Winter coerced them into cooperating will, of course, be taken into account.
Don't you worry about us, Kay. As long as Grandma and me are together, we'll be all right.
Take care, Kay Faraday. Until we meet again. So, Kay and Lotta. Lotta is also here. I know you only just got your memory back, but I need to ask you some questions.
Sure, ask away.
What happened the day that you lost your memory? What were you doing, Jupiter? I swear to God. Hey, for absolutely no reason, everybody should play the Great Ace Attorney, which I think is on sale right now. Oh, so burn. What happened the day you lost your memory? What were you doing?
Let's see. Somebody asked me to meet them at Gourd Lake, but I didn't know who it was. So there I was, just looking up at the moon when...
Thank you for the follow, Chuck Better.
somebody in a red raincoat started walking toward me. They must have drugged me somehow because that's when I fell unconscious.
What? I'm not sure I follow. Hey, was at Gourd Lake looking up at the moon?
Anyway, when I came to, I was on the roof of this building. I was in a daze and stumbling around up there when I saw the person in the red raincoat again, but they were lying on the ground. I was so surprised I stumbled backward, and then I was falling and everything went dark. When I came to the second time, I couldn't remember anything. The person in the red raincoat. Who in the world were they? I'm sure they were walking in midair. Thinking about it's making my head hurt.
Just breathe, Kay. You only just got your memory back. You're still confused. I imagine the root cause of your confusion is... You fucking fell. You fell quite a ways. Is it any wonder that your memories are a little muddled?
Sure, falling down that hatch is how I lost my memory. That doesn't seem like a direct cause for my confusion, I don't think.
Okay, well then it's the two location thing. I suppose not. She's got a point. Just before you found yourself there, you were at Gourd Lake. There's only one reason I can think of for your memories to be so jumbled up.
Really? And that is?
I imagine the root cause of your confusion is I have to do it again. That's embarrassing. I imagine things are all mixed up in your mind because you were at Gourd Lake 1 minute, and then at the top of the big building the next. And because you saw the moon in both locations, your mind blended your memories of the two together.
Huh? But those are two totally different places. I know I was pretty out of it, but I don't think I could have gotten them confused that easily.
Yeah, but the concession stand. I believe these things on the roof may have made you more likely to become confused.
Take that!
There are two key similarities between the scene down by Gourd Lake and here on top of the big building. Cherry blossoms and food stands.
Wait, you're right.
Those similarities are what caused your memories of both places to overlap. The person in the red raincoat wasn't walking in midair. They were walking toward you from across the park. But in your blurry memories, that same sight played out over the viewing platform instead.
No way. Who steals a great thief's memories, huh? That's just cheating.
Even still, this doesn't answer the question of who attacked Kay in the park. Was it the person in the red raincoat she saw?
Bro, tornado warning.
Do you hear that?
It sounds like it's coming from up in the storeroom. Come on, let's go take a look. Well, hoo-wee! I smell another scoop in the oven. Okay. You're still here?
I love Kay's little look around.
It's coming from this little gadget here, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ugh, this transceiver. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before.
It's still going.
But I'm no good with technology.
No good with technology. Come on, you have to pick up. Fine, I'll do it. Hey, this is Edgeworth.
Kay, if you could refrain from answering strange calls for me. Mr. Edgeworth, I presume. I know that voice. Shelley DeKiller.
I missed him. Our emotional support assassin for hire.
Congratulations on another case solved. Yet, I can't truly say it's been fully resolved. Can you? I'm sure you've noticed by now that there was a mastermind at work orchestrating the entire incident. How do you even know about this case? That's not what's important right now. Let's focus on this certain individual for the time being, shall we? I have indeed been wondering myself if somebody else could have been involved. If not, how are we to explain the piece of evidence that proves so damning to Kay's case?
No way. An evil mastermind, but who?
Who indeed? Perhaps you could share your thoughts. What is the evidence in question that points to somebody else's involvement?
That is a great fucking question. We haven't used this, so it surely is this, right? It's not that.
Take that!
The letter K supposedly wrote to the victim.
Yeah. I don't remember ever writing that.
So who did? Who would prepare such a thing? I know I'm not the only one who would like to know. And how do we know that it wasn't you? Now, why would I do a thing like that? I believe the truth can only fully come to light in a court of law. But since you've had your badge revoked, that is no longer an option. So how will it all end? I, for one, will be watching from the sidelines with interest. He even knows about my badge. Oh, and one last thing. I do hope you won't betray my trust in you. Now, I bid you farewell.
What the heck did he mean by the case hasn't been fully resolved? And why is he so interested in us anyway?
That's a great question, Kay. Where is all of the DeKiller Edgeworth art out there? Like, actually, where is it?
Everything's just one giant ball of mysteries.
Right, that's what I'm saying, Kay.
It seems we've only scratched the surface of this case. But even without my badge, I'm going to carry on doing what I can. However this ends, one thing's for certain. Come what may, I will expose the truth.
They really don't add Gumshoe to the end of that story. Let's save. Let's save and let's start the final case.
Turnabout for the ages.
Yay! Why is there a very loud car outside my window right now? Let's begin the final case.
Ugh.
Look at him, little guy.
God, it really just like picks back up like 2 minutes later. So, what's next for the great Miles Edgeworth, huh? Wait. You are serious about not being a prosecutor no more, ain't ya? Yes, I am. No longer a prosecutor. It's hard to believe. And yet,
I can't stop thinking about what Mr. DeKiller said.
me either. Congratulations on another case solved. Yet, I can't truly say it's been fully resolved. Can you? This isn't over. We still don't know who the mysterious figure in the red raincoat at Board Lake was. What a long sentence. Or who really wrote that letter. We've been dancing to somebody else's tune this whole time. But whose? Still can't let it go, huh? You're like a dog with a dang bone. Both of y'all are. Well, I got me some reportering to do, so I'll catch y'all some other time, I guess.
Wow, you have a new story to chase already?
You trying to patronize me, girly? You bet I got new stories. More than you can shake a stick at. A good reporter always has 3 or 4 leads bubbling away in the old scoop pot. Somebody, please.
Well, what now?
Penny!
Please, you have to help me.
Huh. Do I know her? What's the matter? Has something happened?
There's a body. It almost looks like a monster. Might have.
A monster? Well, I'll be. Anybody else smell the sweet, sweet smell of scoop soup? Yeah, okay, that's a sentence. Also, someone is dead, Lotta.
This way. Hurry. Lotta. What's happened now?
What indeed? I suppose there's only one way to find out. Lotta, get out of here. Empty lot?
This is just like. Huh? These look like.
Yep. Footprints. This right here's photo gold. Footprints? But how big would a creature have to be to leave prints like that?
Mr. Edgeworth, look.
Blet.
I missed him.
Oh, I missed him. I forgot he shows up immediately.
Yay!
Oh my god, Long. Oh my god. I missed him so bad. Shilong Long, my beloved.
Shilong Long. What's he doing here?
Shilong Long, what's he doing here? Wait, the guy on the floor, that's...
No. Dijun Wang, the president of Zhengfa. Agent Long. Mr. Prosecutor, how'd you get here so quick? What is going on here? Huh? You don't think that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out myself? We can't blame him for being on edge, I suppose. The leader of his country is dead. Speaking of which, the body is lying inside one of the footprints. What on earth happened to him? Lotta...
Monster.
Monster?
What the heck else you want me to say, huh? Woo, that was hard to say. What the heck else you want me to say, huh? Them right there's monster prints, mister. That big old bad old Taurosaurus done stomped right through here. I ain't never been surer of nothing.
Tora... What? And I suppose you mean you are sure?
Not him being caught up on the... Not him correcting her double negative. That's so funny. Oh my god, this line wants me dead. That right here's the scoop to scoop up all the other scoops and bury them 10 feet deep. Hell yeah. Man trampled by giant monster. They'll lead... Oh god. They'll lead with that in every paper from here to Honolulu.
Ridiculous. There's no such thing as monsters. Wait. Oh god, I don't remember his name, his voice. The honor is all mine, Mr. Edgeworth. I am Dijun Wang. Your efforts on behalf of Zhengfa have not gone unnoticed. You averted something of a crisis. You're the assassin we've been looking for. In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract did indeed specify that I was to assassinate President Wang. Did he finally manage to?
You. Did you discover the body? Yes. That is...
What are you doing, Agent Long?
Longzi says, begin at the beginning, with the first person to arrive at the scene. Well, did you really just discover the body? Yes. Hey, go easy on her. Can't you see that she's scared?
I don't think he's in the mood to go easy on anybody.
Yeah? Sorry. Nobody's getting it easy today. Do you have any idea who that is lying dead over there? That's President Wang, the leader of Zhengfa.
Hold it!
Please, Agent Long. You don't seem your usual self. In more ways than one, in fact.
Why did you say it like...
When we first met, you had more underlings than I could count. And you were known for your unrivaled arrest rate and your cool head under pressure. Now the underlings are gone, and you've forgotten the fundamentals of police work. What happened?
What did you just say? In more ways than one, huh, Edgeworth?
I trap. Shouldn't you be looking over the scene instead of accusing the first person you run into? Or is it me who's forgotten the fundamentals?
I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I was just about to get started.
Good. That seems to have calmed him down a little.
Why did I say it like that? We should take a look around too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, I think we should. At least until the police arrive. I'm not strictly supposed to conduct investigations anymore.
Nobody need to do no looking around. I done told y'all who did this. It was Taurosaurus or my name ain't Lotta Hart. What did he say? Wait. Not who did this. What did it? Yeah, that.
Are you quite finished? We have an investigation to be getting on with. Step aside, please.
You can't order me around no more, mister. You step out of my dang ways more like it. Y'all mess with this here scoop of mine, and there'll be heck to pay. And then some. You're definitely allowed to say hell in this game. They just made her say heck. Excuse me.
The woman who found the body. Where do I know her from?
You're Mr. Edgeworth, right? Do you remember me?
Oh, yes, of course. We met on, that case.
No way. You two know each other?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. From somewhere.
Great to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Oh, I never knew you had your own adorable little assistant. I'm Penny Nichols. I work over at Global Studios. I'm in charge of props. It's nice to meet you.
Ah, of course. One of my old cases involved a murder on the set of the Steel Samurai TV show. Of the Steel Samurai TV show. Which is lowercase for some reason. She was a member of the crew and thus a person of interest. Our paths must have crossed several times while it was all going on. And yet, I'd completely forgotten her. It's good to see you again. So, if you're here, I guess that means the Steel Samurai?
That's right. We're here on location filming for Global Studios. It's kind of a big feature, to tell you the truth. It's a kind of a big feature that we just didn't cordon off whatsoever. Like, we did a really bad job with the security for this shoot. I was first in today. Wanted to make an early start.
I love that she introduced herself as Penny Nichols and her nameplate says assistant. Great job, Edgeworth.
But then I noticed something was wrong. The footprints and the body.
We'll take a closer look at the body in just a moment. In the meantime, can I ask you to notify the police?
Yes, of course, right away.
Put some respect on my girl Penny Nichols. Did y'all see, there's that one artist who was drawing like every woman in Ace Attorney just drew Penny Nichols. Like a day or two ago, I think. Miss Penny. Damn, even the game hates her. They're so mean to her. They're so mean. I was so excited when I saw that Penny art. Just because she's such a minor character. Also, sorry, I just got a text that reminded me of this. Speaking of the president dead on the ground. Happy Ides of March, everyone. Anyway, I was very excited about the Penny Nichols art because like I saw the old bag art that they did a couple days ago and fucking what was I gonna say? The like old bag is one that I'm like, oh okay, like popular meme character. Maybe they're just drawing old bag because either they really like old bag or like for the sillies. Penny was a deep cut. Speaking of old bag and people drawing old bag, do you guys remember the old bags zine that was going around a while ago for Ace Attorney? It was specifically like all the like really older cast members. It was a very fun zine concept. I should go back and see if that's still like available because I think it was a free zine. I don't remember though. I'll need to speak to her at length a little later. Happy Ides of March, everybody. Stream Ides by Dessa. But first, let's go over the scene. There's plenty to look at besides the body. Namely, Agent Long. Excuse me. I'll need to examine everything in detail. Where is he? Hi.
No, Mr. Prosecutor. We meet again.
Oh, not the sad version of his theme. Oh. Oh. Poor God. Hold on. There. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry, man. Why is your leitmotif slowed down in a minor key? Oh, poor guy. To be fair, I think it might always be in minor key. But why is it slowed down and like it's no longer upbeat? Speaking of Long's theme, if you haven't listened to the remix that they did for oh my god, what the hell is it called? The Checkmate edition, I think, of this game. It was like the box set that they offered. I think you could only buy it through Japanese retailers, but it was like a box set with a CD that had some remixes on it and like a bunch of acrylic standees of the new HD sprites. It's a really good remix. The remix that they did for Long's theme is like what I think Long's theme should be just in the base game. It's so good. It's like really it sounds like Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town. It's really good. Kay also has a really good remix that's more kind of like I don't remember if I want to say it's more like tokusatsu or like more magical girly, but it's a very fun remix as well. The rest of them are also good, but like those two really stand out. I'll send it in my server later if I... Actually, I think I sent it like recently, if you scroll up slightly in the investigations channels. Yeah. Speaking of, you should join my Discord server if you're not there already. Yes, we saw you at the detention center the other day, too. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Long? You could say that. Nothing that need concern you, though. Yeah, you really have a habit of showing up in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're a bad penny, a bad omen, and a bad smell all rolled into one. Just stay out of my way, okay? Rude! Got a president to avenge. I can only About who? But Penny's standing over there. That's the pin your assistant always wears, right?
No, I'm Faraday. I'm not right. Yep, it represents nature's toughest and fiercest creature, the Yatagarasu. Pretty cool, right?
Toughest and fiercest. Isn't it just a bird? Sorry, but I'm not about to let that pass. Langzi says, the wolf outstrips the raven in every respect. The wolf out what, the raven? The wolf does what? The wolf does what? That little black bird of yours wouldn't survive even a single swipe of a wolf's claws.
Those are big words, Sir Howls-a-Lot. But do you know what us thieves say? The raven is pretty darn amazing. I could peck you to bits and then fly off before your stupid claw swipe ever got close.
You think a wolf can't jump? I'd snap you out of the sky before you could fly away like a coward.
I just flap my wings super hard and blast you across the room.
I haven't had to endure an argument like this since elementary school. Fighting over whose persona is cooler. I love them. They're so stupid. Why are you shoving this in my face? You ought to be careful I don't bite it. Perhaps I'd better put it away. Wait. Can I present anything? Now! This is evil. This is evil. Why does Lada's headshot kind of look like a fish? Sorry. Anyway. Why are you here? You were already at the scene when we got here. Why? What were you doing in the area? What am I, a suspect? You might be. Look, I heard a scream and I came running, okay? Guess it was our friend from the crew. Why are you saying things like that? Came in from that gate over there. Somebody already got rid of the lock for me. Not completely. I can still see it on the floor there. Perhaps I should take a closer look. When I got here, I saw a movie girl running out of the other gate. Guy who doesn't know how to flirt. Am I a suspect? You might be. In other words, he arrived right around the same time we did. So you had business here at the big building. Something like that. A date with destiny, let's call it. I'm sorry, my brain isn't... Somebody come up with a bit to... There's a joke here. There's a joke I can make here. Where is it? He was similarly enigmatic when we saw him at the detention center. I can't find it.
Let me guess, you're a huge creature feature fan, so you came to see the filming the Torosaurus movie?
Creature features? What do you think I am? I mean, a furry, right? My friend has an OC named Destiny, and I forgot she isn't real, so it just scared me. Whoa! Not the type of person who thinks a creature might have done this, I hope. I love that he's not sure. I'm sorry about the president. You have my deepest condolences. Thanks.
He was a great man. Zhengfa will be lost without him. You and he were close, correct?
How long's Dad?
It all started when he hired my father. That was our big break. Our family kept him safe. That was our most important duty, and our most sacred. He gave my father medal after medal. I had to come up with new ones just for him.
Okay.
In the end, there were no...
Sorry.
In the end, he just couldn't come up with more shit, so he made us the keepers of his last will and testament.
Oh my god, what? I love Shilong Lan.
Those medals, that duty, they're our greatest pride, our family jewels. Never thought we'd be unsealing that will so soon.
Wow, it sounds like your family and the president were super close. Wait,
You really just said, those are my balls. It all comes back to Yakuza stream.
wait. When that whole thing happened back at the lake, you weren't with the president then, right?
Look, a lot happened, okay? This was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It was like he became a different person.
This too is trials and tribulations.
Now he doesn't trust the police one bit. You've lost me. I wonder what happened 12 years ago. Regardless of what happened, I still respected him. Zhengfa may not be a big country, but he held that place together. Damn it! What was his security detail thinking?
I imagine you've already contacted the embassy.
Ah, shit, I forgot. Of course I have. And the government, and my family. I'm going crazy right now thinking about what needs to be... He started talking too slowly. I'll be going crazy right now thinking about what needs to happen with that will. Things will be getting crazy here soon, too. Those bodyguards will be all over the place.
Sorry, I need to pause, and I had not played the Great Ace Attorney the last time I played Investigations. They safeguard the Wang family's last will and testament. That's their assigned duty. Anyway. I didn't go nearly as crazy over that as I should have. Crazy. Crazy.
Things will be getting crazy here soon, too. Those bodyguards will be all over the place.
Look at his little things.
Sorry. If you're not a fan of trouble, I'd leave before they get here. Look, Mr. Prosecutor. These days, I'm a one-man outfit. A lone wolf. They won't be letting me lead this investigation. But I still got fangs, and I can still bite back. I'll find whoever did this, and I won't let you or anybody else get in my way.
And that's it? We don't have anything else we can say? That's all we're allowed to see?
Look at him. Look at him in his stupid glasses. Look at how dumb he looks. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, I can strategize this. Give me a second. I just want for the class. For the give me a second. Hold on. Alright, ready? Ready? Let's just look at him. I just want to look at him. Look at him. Don't worry about the dead guy. Don't worry about the dead guy or Penny facing directly front. Just look along. Everything's okay. I can't remember. Why did he get paintballed?
It really is him, huh?
It certainly appears to be. The same man we met only a few days ago. The way they wrote these lines is funny.
So this time the president really did get assassinated.
If that is what happened, the assassin certainly chose an attention-grabbing method. I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. The paintball? Oh, I remember what the paintball is. No obvious wounds, but he's definitely not breathing.
So it really was a monster.
Trampled by a giant creature. Impossible.
Huh? There's something stuck to the front of his clothes there.
Yes, speckles of a yellow substance.
I bet it's monster drool. Yeah, that must be it.
Please, Kay, can you at least try to be sensible? We'll need forensics to tell us what it might be. Alright, that looks to be pretty much everything the body can tell us for now. I'd better note it all down.
Huh? What's this white thing here? Wait, it's a bone. Does that mean 2 murders?
It looks more like a horn than a bone to me.
Okay.
The body's surrounded by pieces of smashed up concrete.
Yes, they look to have been thrown clear. They look to have been thrown clear when the ground was broken.
Phew! Sent flying by the mighty impact of the giant creature's foot.
Sure. Assuming that this was the work of a giant creature.
Just look at the shape. I know a hoof when I see one. There's only one that can possibly be. The footprint of an enormous, terrifying beast. And it's not just the one. There are 3.
But you know that's impossible, don't you? You know that monsters aren't real? I just need to check.
Sure, I probably know that somewhere deep down. It's way more fun to believe that they are.
Our job is to pursue the truth, Kay, not to believe what feels most fun in the moment.
She's just like me for real. What was I gonna say? It's the thing of I understand that cryptids are not feasible because like giant squids, like the reason we didn't have, like the reason that we made up the Kraken wasn't because giant squids were particularly difficult to find. It was because like we just couldn't photograph them, but nowadays everybody has a camera. So anybody can just take pictures of a giant squid.
Colossal squids were still having trouble,
Like locating, I think. Like just living ones hanging out. But what was I gonna say? Like I understand, like from that standpoint, cryptids are not really feasible, but consider the Loch Ness monster is like a Sanrio character to me. I just like her. She's my friend.
Miss Nichols, where does this exit lead?
That? Oh, onto the grounds of the big building.
Yet another case with direct ties to that same building. And by direct ties, I mean we're right the fuck next to it.
17-year-old sought in connection with lawyers slaying.
The building with the hidden 51st floor used to store the lots for illicit auctions. I guess it wouldn't be much of a surprise if it turned out to be hiding yet more secrets. It's a big-ass building. In fact, here's the name of it. The Big Building. Look at this chain and padlock.
Oh, look at that. Somebody cut the chain.
You did?
I'm sure it was still intact when I left it yesterday.
I'd say it's possible that this is where the killer entered from.
What's the matter now? Look at that huge dent. How did that get there?
You're right. That is a big dent. It would have taken a sizable object to make it. And a heavy one, too.
That wasn't like that yesterday either.
It wasn't? I guess that means the dent must have been made last night at some point.
I want to talk to Long more. Actually, we should talk to Penny.
I'm sorry I got a little upset before.
You were working here alone?
That's right. I came before everybody else so I could get everything ready. But as soon as I walked through the gate, I saw the footprints. Monster prints is monster prints first thing in the morning. That must have been a real shock. It was. They weren't there when I left yesterday evening, I'm sure of it.
So the footprints must have appeared late last night.
At first glance, I thought maybe they were part of the set. But then I got closer and I saw that somebody was lying in the middle of one of them.
You didn't notice until you were right up close?
Yeah, my eyesight just seems to be getting worse and worse lately. I think I need new glasses. I didn't notice it was a body until I was right by it, which is why I got so shocked and ran away.
That must be when we bumped into her. So you're shooting a movie? It wouldn't happen to be a Steel Samurai movie, would it?
Nope.
Oh.
This one's a creature feature. You know, the Torosaurus movies, right?
I'm afraid not.
You'll have to forgive Mr. Edgeworth. He only cares about the Steel Samurai. That's not... That's alright. Not everyone's a fan. But they soon will be.
Look at him, he's doing little peace signs.
He's back after 12 years of silence. The big bad bull himself, Torosaurus. It's the first Torosaurus movie in a long time, so the crew's super excited about it. And parts of it are set here at the big building, so we've been shooting on location.
That explains what we saw yesterday. What's happening here? What's going on at the building? Just stay calm and talk to me, kid.
Cut. I'm so sorry. We're shooting a movie. Could you,
That must be what they were filming.
So does Torosaurus smash the big building to pieces in the movie? I bet he does, right? Wouldn't you like to know? But you'll just have to wait to find out in the theater. Here, you can have this if you like.
Oh, thank you.
Epic rivalry is born. Torosaurus versus Gordy.
Gordy?
Huh. That's right. It's not just Torosaurus on his own this time around. He has an arch nemesis. You know Gordy, right? The monster from Gord Lake? Yeah. Wasn't everybody talking about that a couple years back?
Gordy mentioned. We love Gordy.
The mysterious creature in the lake. The one that showed up in that couple's photo.
Not only were people talking about it, it played a major part in one of my cases. Yeah, sure, that's a way we can talk about it. Not a name I'm too wild about hearing again.
The director's fascinated by the stories, which is how Gordy wound up in the movie.
A little behind the times, but better late than never, I suppose.
Just wait till you see those two legends tearing into each other on the big screen.
One of my cases, girl, you were the defendant. Literally. This reminds me of something I've seen already. Which means we should put those two brain cells together in a second. I think we need to learn a little more about the security situation here on set. Miss Nichols, is the set kept locked overnight?
Yeah, we use one of these. A combination lock, huh? So anybody who knows the code can get in or out.
And was the lock in place when you arrived this morning?
Yep, everything was locked up tight when I got here.
Who knows the combination?
Oh, the producer, the director, the crew, the actors.
I think after
Penny's dialogue, I'm gonna do a quick break.
because an ad break is coming up.
Basically, everybody who's working on the movie.
So any member of the cast or crew could have opened the lock and entered.
Key.
We're gonna stand over by Long because I like him. Then we're gonna take a quick break.
I will be right back. Wahoo! And we're back. Hehe.
Not Lotta being like... Not Lotta just being like a eye strain like issue in the corner. So I love the little scaling detail that the models have when they walk really far away. I think it's fun. Anyway. So Kay looks so tall because of her hair. It's so funny. Okay, let's look at this. This thing in front of the trailer here. It looks like a monster costume.
What? That's a costume? You're sure that the creature that made these huge footprints didn't just shrink or something?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. This thing in front of the trailer here, it looks like a monster costume. A costume. Oh, wait, this is it. You can make him object in multiple directions. Kit, can I please? This looks like equipment used by the lighting department. A light, perhaps.
Oh, wait, I just remembered there was something I wanted to ask you. Could you maybe light me up when I'm doing my next robbery? Help me look super cool?
You want me to shine a light on you while you're committing a crime?
You bet I do. What's so weird about that? What's the point in me doing all my great thieving in the dark? The folks in the cheap seats won't be able to see a thing.
Wait, you're imagining you'll be committing this robbery in front of an audience? I already talked to Penny. Already did that. We should check this out. We already did.
Hey, these are those plastic sheets you can put down when you have a picnic.
Hello, welcome. They're plastic sheets, that much is true. But I don't think that's what they're used for.
Want me to explain, Mr. Edgeworth? Those are waterproof sheets. We use them to protect the camera when it's up on the crane. If it starts raining while we're shooting, we can just cover up and keep going. I see. So they must be pretty big, right? Oh yeah, they have to be able to cover the whole rig. Wouldn't be much point using them otherwise. The weather was pretty patchy yesterday, so we wound up using them quite a bit. What's this big metal stick thing? Is it for climbing trees or something?
No, it's a camera crane. It's used for filming from an elevated viewpoint. There's no camera currently attached, but it would usually be positioned at the top there.
Gotcha. Sounds perfect for casing a place before a burglary.
Mind if
Mind if I go ask somebody about borrowing it?
And how do you propose to transport it if the answer is yes?
Easy. You take the bottom part, I'll take the top.
So I'm helping now?
And if we go one little step at a time, we'll be back at your place before we know it.
And we're walking it back to my house? Anything over here before I talk to Lotta? I don't think so. What is it now? Can't y'all see I'm busy? Girl needs her room to work, you know? Why are you so obsessed with the idea that this was a monster attack? Monsters don't exist. Surely even you know that. What did you... You don't know what the heck you're talking about. Torosaurus is real, dang it. I know that for a fact. For a fact, hmm? And how is that possible exactly? Because I done seen him.
What? You saw Torosaurus? Where? How?
Heck yeah, I seen him. The big bad bull himself. Right there in front of me. I was up on 51 over at that there big building there yet. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was up there on 51 over at that big building just yesterday, right? Gathering materials for your story on the underground auction. Yes, we remember. Well, ain't you just Mr. Memory Man? That's right. I done seen him when I took that photo.
The person in the red raincoat, Miss Ringer, right?
Yep. Y'all see that blind right there next to Little Miss Redcoat? Well, guess who was on the other side of it at that very moment? That's right. Torosaurus.
There's nothing there.
Well, I can't rightly capture everything thing. I was just a little too far away, that's all. But I seen it all right. Boy, did I. Torosaurus's big ol' eye staring right at me, peeking right in at the window. Excuse me. A window peeking monster. Anyhow, I don't got time to be shooting the breeze with y'all. I got snaps to snap, reportage to report. Quit bugging me, will ya? Go on, get. That entire story was ridiculous.
You don't believe a word she said, did you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Is it that obvious? All right, let's connect our brain cells together. Double check that I didn't miss anything really quick. I really do wish the like zoomed in investigation sections, like when we were looking at Wong's body, were a bit clearer on whether they were like completed or not while you're in them. Like as soon as once you're out of them, like the check mark is there, but I would like some sort of acknowledgement before. Was he stomped on? Was he stomped on? Okay, apparently not. That's not. Okay. Sidechain cut and combination lock, which means that the person who cut it does not know the combination. The combination lock on the gate leading to the plaza was intact when Miss Nichols arrived. But the lock on the gate leading out to the side of the big building had been cut. What does this tell us?
Easy. That the killer used the side gate.
Precisely. And it tells us something else important, too. Namely, that our culprit didn't know the number for the combination lock.
You're right. It would have been way easier to come in that way if they did. But instead, they chose the classic thieves route, the lesser-known side entrance. This is no run-of-the-mill criminal, Mr. Edgeworth. We need to keep our wits about us.
I'm not sure we should be excited by that fact, Kay. Anyway, we know that everybody working on the movie knew the combination, which makes it likely that our culprit wasn't a member of the cast or crew. Something heavy. Could a monster. I guess. No. That doesn't add up. Damn. Better think again. So, was he stomped on is killing me. President found in giant footprint. Could a monster have? Dented fence. Did something heavy bump into it? 3 footprints. Hold on. Do I have anything? Okay, yes. I've gotten more stuff added.
Hey, Long? That's not Long. Hold on. Hey, Long? Do you want to look at all this evidence I have?
The sad theme is so funny. Ugh. What are you showing me that for? Curse whoever killed President Wong. I'll find them. You see if I don't. Forgive me, Agent Long. I didn't mean to upset you. He seems to find it hard to keep a cool head where the president is concerned. Unsurprisingly, I guess.
Can't help but feel a little sorry for him, huh? Isn't there something we can do?
Yes. Listen carefully to what he has to say and try to help solve the president's murder. Well, that was nice. Anything about the monster footprints? What? You want to talk about Torosaurus? With everything else that's going on? I'm certainly not saying that the creature could be our culprit, but he's not unrelated to the case. If there's anything else you can tell us, I'd be very much obliged. President Wong had a Torosaurus toy from way back when. Saw it a couple of times over the years. That's why I recognized it. A stuffed toy. We saw it in the presidential plane, too.
If even the leaders of other countries love Torosaurus, he must be famous everywhere. Dogs go bow bow in other languages, right? And cats go meow, and roosters go cocorico. So what noise would a Torosaurus from another country make?
We don't even know what noise our own Torosaurus makes, do we?
Yeah. You're gonna eat the evidence, I know. We already did the Torosaurus one. Anything about the combination locks? No. Okay. Let's then go ask Lada.
What is it now? Can't y'all see I'm busy? Girl needs a room to work, you know?
Why are you so obsessed with the... Oh, no, it's the same thing. That is odd that her dialogue triggers again. Her entire dialogue triggers again. Jesus. Okay. Okay, she's busy and doesn't want to talk, so let's go talk to Penny. Just in case.
Wait, that's...
You recognize it?
Huh? Oh, sorry. I must have been thinking of something else. I really do need new glasses. I'm such an idiot.
It's really not something to get so upset about.
Torosaurus really does have hooves that split in two like that.
Please don't tell me you think the president was trampled to death by Torosaurus too?
No, I'm a member of the movie crew, remember? I don't believe he'd ever kill anybody. No creature inside a movie should ever harm anybody outside of a movie. It's a golden rule of the creature feature community.
Luckily, it's also impossible.
That was cute. You don't have anything about this.
Torosaurus is kind of a symbol of nature. That's why he destroys the city.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
He can attack with his horns, but that's not the only trick up his sleeve. He can bellow out shockwaves, drown people in drool, squirt them with milk. He can suffocate them with barbecue smoke, make cute little items out of leather.
Those don't sound like super tough attacks.
But they'll sure look good. It's our job to make sure of that.
And I hope you succeed, for the sake of your entire industry.
Okay. Back to the brain cells we need to connect. Huh? No. It's not those two. Didn't I already try? We'll do it again, because fuck it. Yeah, okay, why do none of them connect? Do I have everything? I can deduce stuff. Okay. Actually, what do I have? No, not that. Why can we do that inside of this menu? Oh, did I look at the dent? I can't look at the dent. Okay. Anything here? No. Oh, I didn't talk to Kay. Notice anything?
Can't believe somebody murdered the president. Well, I say somebody, but maybe I should say something.
You don't really believe that, do you? That a giant creature trampled him to death?
What? Are you saying that's not what happened? And who did kill the president, huh?
It could have been any number of people. A person in his position is never short of enemies. Shelley the Killer himself was hired to go after him, as we know.
So you're saying maybe somebody like Mr. DeKiller murdered him?
I can't say anything for certain, but it's a possibility we can't discount for now.
Right, just like the possibility that a monster killed him. That's a monster footprint he's lying in, Mr. Edgeworth. What else could it be? And there's a horn thing right by the body, too.
A horn thing? I guess we can't say for sure that it's not related to the case. Maybe we should compare it to some of the items of evidence we've found so far.
I can't believe we ran into Agent Long, here of all places. He seems a little out of sorts, though, huh?
He does. But that's to be expected. He's from Jungfa, after all. We can't expect him to not be affected by his president's death.
Hey, where were the guys in black suits that he always had with him? I thought they never left his side.
Where indeed? What happened, Agent Long? Okay, we should go look at this again. Do we have to deduce that this is Taurosaurus's?
Eureka!
This could be one of Taurosaurus's horns, couldn't it?
You're right, it totally could. Maybe it's part of a prop from the movie?
If it is, it must be from something pretty big, judging by the size.
What's it doing on the ground here?
We should ask one of the crew. Maybe they'll know. Cool.
Penny.
This horn, do you recognize it?
Huh? Oh, that's part of one of Taurosaurus's horns. It's from a model we use for promotional stuff. Where did you find it?
On the ground near the side entrance.
That's weird. We keep a replica of Taurosaurus's head up on the roof of the trailer over there.
And it's quite large, I assume?
Oh yeah, well, not as big as the real thing, obviously, but it's still pretty big. It's just up there, see it?
Yep,
Right there.
that really is big.
There we go. Okay.
So I'm guessing we're saying the horn fell off and bonked this? Maya?
Found fallen next to the body. The head's usually kept up on the roof of the trailer. That's where it was supposed to be yesterday as well. There we go.
Just a glimpse of her ships passing in the night. Both the dent in the fence and the broken horn weren't there yesterday, according to our witnesses. Which leads me to wonder.
Wait, you think that giant Taurosaurus head could have...
I do. I think it very well could have rolled off of the trailer roof and landed in the lot below. It seems more than possible, and it also means... Oh shit, was he stomped on? No. The giant head may have fallen from the production trailer's roof, and was he stomped on. There's no sign of a murder weapon anywhere.
Oh yeah, there isn't.
Now, this is still only a possibility. But if the Taurosaurus head somehow fell from the roof up there...
Yeah, that could kill somebody for sure.
Miss Nichols, would you mind if we took a look up on the roof of the trailer?
You want to go up there? Sure, I don't see why not. Knock yourselves out. Oh, but don't do that literally. The steps can be kind of slippy.
All right, I'm done here. Found out what I need to know for now. And what might that be, I wonder?
Sean!
Sean! Oh my god, look at his little walk. Okay.
Move, old man.
What did you say to me? You need to learn some manners, kid.
Oh my god. No. You need to learn when you're in the way. Quit whining and get out of here. What the?
I'm so sorry about him. Sean, apologize to the nice man.
No, come back.
Come on, Sean. You know you can't speak to people like that.
Whatever. Who the heck was he?
Policeman, that's who. Why would you antagonize him like that?
Ugh. I thought there was going to be trouble for a second there.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody stand up to Agent Long like that.
Oh, let me introduce you all.
Away from the body, please.
Everybody, this is Sean Fenn. He's the star of the movie we're making.
The star? This little boy? This sassy lost child?
Hi there, I'm Kay Faraday. It's great to meet you. Sean, this is Miles Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor.
Prosecutor.
That's right. And a pretty famous one at that.
He's a prosecutor. Where's his badge?
He certainly doesn't pull any punches.
Oh, you, might not want to get too close, Sean.
She's right. It's no sight for a child. But he's involved in all this nonetheless. I'll need to speak with him.
And it's like, we can't go up here yet, can we?
Oh, we can! Actually, would you mind coming up here with us?
Oh, sure. After you.
Wait, no, go back down first.
So, this is the mighty Taurosaurus.
Huh? He looks different from before. Here, he's way cooler on the flyer. What's with the weird nose ring on this model?
Oh, I forgot. You two aren't Taurosaurus fans. This is the original Taurosaurus design from 12 years back.
Huh? So, what's the one on the flyer?
That's the all-new Taurosaurus. They gave him a makeover specifically for the movie. He looks so much more contemporary now, don't you think?
A makeover? He's totally different. This one's... it's just...
A cow.
Well, he is just a cow. Or at least he was originally based on a cow. He's a monstrosity.
A monstrosity?
Yeah, the cow, man's best friend, reimagined as a terrifying monster. It totally makes you think about our whole relationship with nature, right? That was the original concept.
I think the concept might be a little lost on me.
Me too, I'm afraid.
The cow! Man's best friend!
I must scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention.
Yeah, the cow, man's best friend. We've all seen it. Yeah, I think I could probably throw that little baby over my shoulder and carry it out of here.
You're not thinking of stealing it, are you, Kay?
Oh, I was just thinking I could carry it around with me. Then every time you shout, "Objection!" I can light you up with it and make you look super cool. Yeah, I can picture it now. You look amazing. Well, do I get the job? When do I start?
Hopefully never. Nothing for this case? It's a wooden table, sadly collapsed. Parts of it are badly scorched.
That's weird. The head should be on that table.
But the legs are broken. Guess Taurosaurus isn't going back on there now.
The starch masks look particularly bad where the legs snapped off. I think there might have been a fire up here.
You think that's what happened to the legs?
Yes, and when the fire had burned through the legs, the table would have collapsed, and the head...
would have fallen down onto the ground below. You're right. The fire caused the head to fall.
Indeed. And I also happen to have an idea about how the fire may have started. These cans of paint thinner by the heater are pretty flammable. Not a great place to keep them.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll make sure somebody moves them. But the stove didn't get used yesterday. Not while I was here, anyway. 1-800, are you zooming?
Which makes the question of what could have started the fire all the more interesting.
Torosaurus. This model was made for promotional events. Stuff like that. So people would remember the old Torosaurus and realize this was a reboot. Yeah, he does look different. People might not get it otherwise.
And just as we thought, his horn is broken.
So the model really is what killed the president?
I think it's a distinct possibility. But there's one thing I don't quite understand.
What's that?
Ms. Nichols, this model looks very heavy. How do you move it around?
Oh, it comes apart. If you know the trick, it's not so hard. But I guess if you didn't... Oh, that's not okay. But I guess if you didn't, you might struggle to figure it out.
If you happened not to be a member of the cast or crew, for example. Once it's in pieces, could one person move it?
Oh, yeah, even I could. Maybe not very fast, but I could.
I'm sure I remember that face from somewhere.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth. I know this cow.
Funny, I was just thinking the exact same thing. We know it from the president's plane, of course. And from the auction.
The little guy
So President Wong's plushie.
was a soft toy version of the original Torosaurus.
Can this really just be a coincidence?
Oh, little guy.
These look like cans of paint thinner. I guess they were being used by the prop department.
Look at the ground around them, Mr. Edgeworth. It's all burned.
Indeed, as is the blue sheet underneath in the nearby newspaper. And the outside of the cans.
Wait, do you think the Torosaurus head can breathe fire? Nah, this old guy doesn't look like the fire-breathing type.
That's not even possible, let alone likely. Still, the fire was started somehow. Oops. Wait, no, go back. I don't believe there's any more to be found here.
What? Really? Yeah, there totally is. We just didn't. Oops.
There's a heater here. Do you think it's to keep the crew warm or something?
I would imagine so. It's spring now, but the evenings can still be pretty chilly. It really gets you in your bones. It really gets in your bones.
Ah, come on, Mr. Edgeworth. You can't start talking like an old fogey. You already look like one. You have to talk young and bright and happy.
You may not have noticed, Kate, but that's not exactly my style.
Anything else? Probably not, but... Okay. Now let's go back to where we were gonna go, which was, I don't remember.
It was Sean, wasn't it? Do you mind if I ask you some questions?
You really a prosecutor? You just look like an old guy to me.
I am. Old guy. Charmed, I'm sure.
Badge first, then we talk.
I don't have my badge right now.
Then how do you expect people to believe you're a prosecutor?
Ugh.
He's not the friendliest, huh? You want me to try talking to him?
Why not? I doubt it can hurt. I never was good with children.
So you're an actor, right, Sean?
Yeah.
So what? It's amazing! You're so cool.
It's not that big of a deal.
Kay's approach seems to be having an effect.
Oh, those horns of yours.
Yeah? What about him?
Those? The makeup department made them. The character he plays has a special psychic link with Torosaurus. And the horns allow him to communicate with his giant friend. Isn't that right, Sean?
Just shut up, will you? I don't need to know all that stuff.
Oh, sorry.
Well, the power dynamic here seems pretty obvious.
Still, that's kind of amazing, huh? The lead character in a movie. While you're still in elementary school? That's crazy. Oh. Sean's actually 13. He just looks a little younger. What? But look at him. He's so little and cute. And the backpack? I just thought the backpack's part of his costume. He's playing a role, remember? Yeah, I guess he is, huh? But he is kind of small, you have to admit. Oh, we try not to talk about that too much in front of him. Said stop telling people stuff they don't need to know. I'm sorry.
So it's all part of the role, except for the carton of milk, maybe?
The dead guy. That's the president, right? Yeah, you knew him?
Little. I met him once.
He's meeting with presidents now?
That was a real piece of work. Hey, you can't say that. It's not nice. What was so bad about him anyway? Huh? Don't want to talk about it? Fine, I guess. Oh, President Wong was working with us on the movie.
Working with you? How exactly?
Yeah, had a part. Just a cameo, nothing big. So we came to look around the set one time. That would have been when Sean met him.
Why put the president in your movie?
We heard he was a huge fan of the original Torosaurus. So the studio offered him a little role. They figured it would be good PR. Last thing I need is amateurs on my set. I told you before, Sean, you can't talk about people like that. And I told you to shut your mouth!
I guess he's none too thrilled about the idea of performing alongside non-professionals.
Oh, here. What's this? Oh, wait, from yesterday?
A photograph?
Yeah, I just got them printed. You can keep it if you want. Oh, it's such a great picture. And you brought it specially for me? That's so kind, thank you. No, I just happen to have a spare, that's all.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but can we take a look too?
Oh, sure, here.
I love this picture, it's so silly. So it was taken yesterday. No footprints and certainly no body.
Yay!
All right. I think that just about wraps our preliminary investigations.
So he was killed by...
Yes, by a falling Torosaurus head. At least, that seems the most likely explanation for now.
It came down right on top of him, huh?
Hmm?
Yay! There we go.
Well, they took their time, but here they are. Police, bodyguards, the whole gang. Mr. President! It's a little late for that, don't you think? Curses! Who did this?
Oh, the bodyguards look so stressed out.
Whoever it was made a big mistake. But I promise you this. They'll pay. I'm on their trail already. What? What do you mean? Our president may have been murdered, but that doesn't mean the son of a bitch. But that doesn't mean that extraterritoriality applies. Local police have jurisdiction. Luckily, I know the right people to talk to. Then I just got myself seconded to the case. Lowly one-man outfit or not, I'll be working this one. It sounds like you already have an idea of where you'd like to focus your inquiries. More than that, I've already caught scent of my prey. Take a look at this. It's a printout from a security camera on the viewing platform at the top of the big building.
Now, why did you say it like that?
That's... It's pointed at the elevator that leads onto the roof, so it records everybody who goes up there. And in this particular case, it recorded the president and his murderer, clear as day.
What was Judge Gavelle doing up there?
He's saying he suspects her of the murder? Mr. Edgeworth, I entrust my offering to the goddess, to you, so that you may use it to call her final judgment unto Excelsius winner. But murder goes against everything she believes in. Agent Long, perhaps you could explain your thinking on the matter a little further.
Not so fast!
You got a proverb for us?
I heard a little rumor while I was over at the big building. It was about you, Edgeworth.
Edgeworth! He can't call us Mr. Prosecutor anymore because we're not a prosecutor.
You're not a prosecutor anymore, are you? Which means you don't have jurisdiction here. But you want to cross-examine me while I explain my thinking? Why would I agree to that? Versus...
You don't be like that. You were the one who was just talking about being a lonely one-man outfit.
You know what? Maybe it should be you explaining your thinking to me.
Hello? Accent suddenly?
How come, even though you're not a prosecutor, you're still sticking your nose into this case?
It's a valid question. Why am I still here? Perhaps I can clarify that with a question of my own, Agent Long. Why are you so desperate to catch the person who murdered President Wong? Because above all else, you're an investigator, correct? I'm desperate to catch a certain somebody myself. A person who orchestrated a murder at the big building yesterday. A person who put Kay's freedom in jeopardy. Who put her in grave danger. That person is out there somewhere right now, lurking in the shadows, laughing. And until I uncover the truth and make that person pay, it doesn't matter if I'm a prosecutor anymore. I'll keep fighting. Find the truth, and don't give up until you do. That's a rule I live by.
You may have the look of a smart guy, but you're a fool just like the rest of us.
A fool? How dare you?
That was just what I needed to hear. Fine. You're in. I've lost my minions and you've lost your fancy title. But it seems neither of us is prepared to give up on this investigation. Now, seeing as we're both so stubborn, how about we go head to head and thrash out the details?
I'd be honored.
But be warned, I won't be going easy on you. I have an assassin to catch. And not even you're gonna get in the way of that.
Of course. I would expect no less.
Let me show you the truth I tore from this case with my bare fangs.
What the hell is wrong with them?
All right. So this judge friend of yours met the president up on the roof. And then she pushed him, and he landed right here. This all happened the night before last. The people had all been cleared from the viewing platform, so it was just the two of them up here. And that pretty much sums it up. No doubt about it. She killed the president.
They were there completely alone? No bodyguards?
None. I checked. The security detail had no idea he even went up there. He must have gone in secret. Maybe it was a conversation they didn't want anybody to hear. But what kind of conversation? How were the two of them even connected? Seems the president spoke to the owner of the building ahead of time. He had him set aside the viewing platform just for the two of them. Then it was the president asking. I guess the guy wasn't about to refuse.
So, the last person to see the president alive really could have been...
Yup. Gavel, did you say her name was? Her. His argument certainly isn't completely without merit. But I noticed at least one glaring hole in his reasoning. That's where I'll need to focus my counterattack.
And she pushed him and landed... No, that doesn't make any sense.
The night before last? How can you be so sure of that? If you're not sure, take another look. Take as many as you need. This picture is from the camera up on the viewing platform, like I said. And the camera doesn't lie. That's from 2 nights ago.
If nobody's ever heard of an outdated security camera,
You have a picture of them both entering the rooftop area. But nothing from after that point, I assume? No. There's only one camera and it's pointed at the elevator. You can't see the viewing platform itself. Still. This is when the murder happened. I'm sure of it.
if the president really was killed 2 nights ago, then his body would have been here in the lot this whole time.
Taking a little moment there, Mr. Prosecutor? I'll save it. I'm not done explaining. Not even close.
The thing is, this entire like cross-examination section and rebuttal could just be solved with an autopsy report.
Hold it!
It's entirely possible somebody else was up there, surely.
Yeah, what about the cotton candy stand?
Knuckle back!
The owner of the building received a request from the president himself to clear the area. He knew there'd be serious trouble if we messed up, so he went to work as quickly as he could. Cleared everybody out, and I mean everybody, including your stupid cotton candy seller.
Stupid? That's mean.
Still, it wasn't enough.
What the hell is wrong with him?
If it had been, the president wouldn't be lying there.
Hold it!
No doubt about it? Are you certain of that? Of course I am. Place, the time, everything points to the woman in the picture.
The place and time?
Interesting. Agent Long seems to believe that the president wound up in a certain place at a certain time, and yet... Yes, I think I'm starting to see the problem here. There's at least one major point he's overlooking. That's where I'll need to focus my counterattack.
Okay.
Oops.
What do we have? Oh, we can't look at the little guy anymore. Photo taken yesterday, no monster footprints and no body were visible at that point. Yep. This all happened the night before last. No, it did not.
Objection!
Shilong Long, former star agent of Interpol. How the mighty have fallen. What? Take a look at this picture. It's a behind-the-scenes shot of some of the cast and crew.
Look at the smile. Well, maybe not Sean's, but you know what I mean.
And it was taken only yesterday. What? If Judge Gavel really did kill President Wong the night before last, the body would have been clearly visible in the background of this picture. What? Perhaps you should have taken a little more time to speak with those involved. After all, thorough witness interviews form the basis of any good investigation, as you should know.
I don't think I've ever seen you so happy, Mr. Edgeworth. You really do love backing your opponent into a corner, huh?
Fine, you got me. Must say, it's been a while. I almost missed it. Perhaps if you tried to stay a little calmer while conducting your investigations in the future. Don't push your luck, Edgeworth. Langzi says, the righteous anger of a wolf lasts 100 years. I won't be calming down anytime soon. Not until we caught the president's killer. I want the same thing. We all do. Nonetheless. The body appeared last night. You have to accept that now. And there's one other thing you'll need to accept. The president didn't die from a fall.
That's right. He was crushed by the falling head of a giant monster.
The incident occurred here on the movie set. Not at the top of the big building.
Not so fast.
What the hell is wrong with these two? Says you, but that's just your theory. I'm not about to give up my own because of it. But it literally can't have happened the night before last. We just proved that with this picture. Did you? What if? What if your friend Gavel pushed the president off the big building the night before last? And then came down here to the movie set and hid the body somewhere? Here? But where? There's all kinds of stuff down here. Costumes, equipment. You could hide it anywhere. And then come back a day later, last night in other words, and take it out again. We just need to check the lot for trace evidence. We'll soon find where she put it.
Objection!
That's dumb. There won't be any need for that. What? This piece of evidence proves that Judge Gavel can't have hidden the body. The fucking combination lock?
Take that!
Both entrances to this lot were locked. And we already know that the chain on the side gate was cut only last night. Ugh. Judge Gavel had no way of getting in here to hide the body the night before last. Ugh. But the murder has to have happened 2 nights ago. Do you want me to call in forensics? I don't... Why are you so set on believing that? Because... You remember that picture was a printout from a video, and there was more. There's footage from a few dozen minutes after your friend went up on the roof with the president. It shows her heading back into the elevator, alone. You know what there's no footage of? The president himself leaving that roof. There's no other way he could have gotten down from the top of a building that high. Unless he was pushed by Gavel. You say the president was never observed returning from the viewing platform? Yeah. The camera was pointed at the elevator door the whole time. If anybody else had come up or down, it would have been on that tape. In other words, the presence of the camera ensured that nobody could have left unnoticed. I see. That's not good news for Judge Gavel. Girl, the trapdoor. We know about the trapdoor.
Vanishing from a rooftop hundreds of feet in the air. Yeah, that's a tricky one, all right.
Indeed. Even the Yatagarasu can't actually fly.
Well, not yet anyhow. Just need a little more practice.
Please don't tell me you think you can learn. Okay. Heading back into the elevator alone. There's no other way he could have gotten down from the roof.
Hold it!
And what if there was another way he could have gotten down?
Not so fast!
He was 50 stories up. Don't be ridiculous. The elevator was the only way down. It's that simple. If you want to take my theory apart, you'll need some sharper tools than this. Would there really have been no other way of leaving the viewing platform? Well, Mr. Prosecutor, are you about convinced? There's no other way the president came to be lying here.
Objection!
Actually, there was another way. Apart from the elevator. What do you mean? You're not about to tell me he flew. He didn't need to. It was much simpler than that. Assuming the president knew what we know, of course. Namely, that the big building has a hidden 51st floor. What? That's right, a hidden floor. With a hidden entrance on the rooftop. If he left that way, he wouldn't have needed to ride the elevator.
Knock him back!
What? But you said it was hidden, right? That it was a secret?
How would the president even know about it? It's an interesting question, and one I don't have an answer to just yet. For now, this is just a theory.
So what are we talking about exactly? What is this hidden floor of yours? Sounds like the kind of place your little ninja friend would happily spend time in. No, I hate it there. Don't make me go back.
Unfortunately, Kay's memories of it are far from happy. There's a secret storeroom up there where they kept the lots for an underground auction. The whole sordid scheme was uncovered just yesterday.
An underground auction? What the heck are you trying to say? President Wong was involved somehow?
I don't have any proof, but I certainly think it's a possibility.
Yeah. Based on what we've seen of him, he totally seems the type.
I cannot howl at the top of my lungs right now. There are other people in my house who may be asleep.
Ugh. He'd never do that. Not the president. Illegal underground auctions. No. He'd have nothing to do with it. Nothing.
What's gotten into him? I hope you two are feeling lucky.
Because when people start saying stuff like that, I start biting.
Ugh. Huh. She ran away.
You know nothing. Neither of you.
You have no idea how much the people love him.
How well respected he is.
Is that really true? I guess we know what lurks behind that seemingly respectable public face. But the people of Zhengfa clearly don't. I wonder if I should tell him the truth about his beloved president. No. What good would it do? It would only upset him more. Forgive me, Agent Long. I didn't mean to upset you. We spoke out of turn. Both of us. I can only apologize.
Apology accepted. And reciprocated.
I'm sorry I got carried away. It's all right, Kay. You can come out now.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's not you I'm upset with. It's the animal who killed the president. Well, ain't you just a fine figure of a man? All patriotic and such. Gotta tip your hat to that sort of thing. Hello, Lotta? What are you talking about? Well, I got good news for you, Mr. Patriot. Real good news. What? Ain't no way in heck your pal, the president, moseyed on downstairs via 51. Really? I was hunkered down in there. I was hunkered down in that there storeroom, and the whole dang time, eyes peeled like oranges. Of course, she would have already snuck in by that point. Damn it. Thanks. It's very useful to know. Well, well, Mr. Prosecutor. What?
Guess my theory still stands, which means I'm not budging an inch.
Nobody saw the president after he met with Gavel 2 nights ago. That's a fact. But it's also a fact that the body appeared only last night. How could the president have fallen from the roof 2 nights ago and only been found today? That seems a little slow as falls go, wouldn't you say?
Sure, there are questions that still need answering. I'll give you that.
Then I guess there's one thing we can both agree on.
Oh yeah? What's that?
The question of exactly what happened here yesterday will require further investigation.
Yeah, I guess all we really know for sure is that the body and the footprints appeared during the night.
Agent Long, we'd like to hand the body off to the coroner if you don't mind. Fine. He's all yours. Just take care of him, okay? Oh, one last thing. What? We found footprints near the body. I mean, footprints in the footprint, if you will. Little ones in the, big one. Human footprints in the monster print? Interesting. And what kind of prints? Sir, they were child's footprints. About the size of your average elementary school kid. What?
Huh? Elementary school. No, it couldn't be.
What now? Miss Nichols.
Oh, I didn't mean to butt in. Sorry.
Was there something you wanted to say? What's she so scared of?
There's something I have to tell you. You'll probably think it was pretty awful of me, but
I'm sure it's nothing you need to be quite so nervous about. Well, what is it?
last night I came here.
What? You mean you came back to the set? Why?
Well, I just wanted to... I was worried about him, so I came back to check. Check on Sean, I mean.
Sean? The boy? Makes sense.
Yes, you see, he stayed behind on his own last night to rehearse. Wow, he really takes the job seriously, huh? Well, this movie is his first lead role. And he's trying so hard to make it perfect.
So she might have seen what happened last night. Around what time was this?
Let's see, it was already after 10, I think. It looked like it might be about to rain, so I got a little worried and came down. And when I got here, well...
You saw something, didn't you?
Yes? Sean was there on his own, running his lines. And towering above him, there was this long, like, really, really long neck. Neck? Yes, with skin like an enormous worm. It was like a dinosaur.
Lotta... No way! You mean? It must be. Gordy! Good old Gordy. You done gave me the slip last time, you slimy old lizard, but I got you now.
What? Now Gordy's involved too? Yeah, I think he might be. I was as surprised as you are.
Me?
Although, I guess Sean was practicing being a kid who can communicate with monsters.
Huh? Dang, you're right. He could have been communicating for real with them little horn doohickeys of his.
Right, but it seemed more like he was kind of looking up and talking right to him.
Hold on, I want to see really quick if I can... Nah, I can't make it out.
It's like they were friends. It's pretty weird, right?
Dang tootin', it's weird. Weirder than a mustache on a mule. How could he cheat on his best man? How could he best cheat on his monster pal like that? I fear movies and reality might be getting a little mixed up here. Cheat on his best monster pal? You're absolutely certain that's what you saw?
Oh, yes. But only for a moment. I was so shocked I just turned and ran.
How about that, Mr. Prosecutor? Another mysterious beast to contend with. Don't tell me you believe this nonsense, Agent Long.
I like his laughing sprite. Look at his teeth.
I like him. The monster angle's neither here nor there. But I think we have a pretty good idea now who we need to speak to next. Young Mr. Fenn, if he really was here last night. Whoa, Strim! Hi, Nick. And there's a good chance he saw something. I think stream is about to end. My thoughts exactly. The prosecution calls Sean Fenn to the stand.
You missed all the furry bullshit.
Sean ran off just a moment ago.
What?
We need to go after him.
Oh, okay, no, we're still going. Okay. All right.
Fucking Lotta's run cycle is so funny.
Ah, where the heck did he go? Maybe he just went home?
You're right. They won't be doing any filming today after all.
Sure. Or maybe he went on the lam.
Hi, Senna. Oh, you're both on the ceiling? You guys having disco time?
Nah, you're just overthinking things, surely.
He's a child, Agent Mom. There's no way he killed the president. Not on his own. No, I'm right, and don't call me Shirley. And who said he was on his own, huh? Maybe a monster gave him a hand. Maybe he summoned one of his creature pals to help him. Yes, very funny. I'm not saying the kid did it. Not for sure, anyway. Not yet. But he's our most important witness right now, and we need to find him. Mr. Edgeworth!
Hey, it's Gummy.
Oh,
No, Gumshoe. He ran away.
What was that about? Well, it just goes to show that your police force can't be trusted. Are you saying you intend to continue investigating the president's murder alone? Yeah, so what?
Well, last time we met you, you had about 800 other agents helping you.
Sure, but I told you, I'm a lone wolf now. You got a problem with that? I don't need lackeys, and I don't need friends. All I need are these fangs right here. Keeps things nice and simple.
No lackeys, no friends. I don't want to talk about the teeth thing. Julie mentioned in today's TAM music commentary video. Hi, Max! Wait, what was the Julie mention? What did I do?
Anyway, catch you both around.
Things just got done. Nope, things just done got interesting. And it sounds like I got my work cut out for me. 2 big beasties on the prowl. Wait. It's raining scoops. If I don't catch at least one, I ain't no shutterbug worthy of the name. Okay, Lotta.
Wow, this all got kind of complicated, huh?
It did. The Taurosaurus footprints were bad enough. Now 40. This might as well be a movie.
Well, then we'd better get our monster hunting shoes on.
Monster Hunter.
I suppose we had... Huh? Who's that?
That's Joe Sawashiro.
That's one of Agent Long's old team.
No, sorry, that's not Sawashiro. That's Kashiwagi. Let me be so fucking real. He's Kashiwagi shaped. I was talking about our conversation about people asking when we met up to sing for Tam. Ooh. Hey, speaking of Tam, everybody should check out Turnabout and Ace Attorney Musical or Turnabout Big Top, another Ace Attorney Musical. In Turnabout and Ace Attorney Musical, I play a lot of Heart, which you've seen a lot of today. In Turnabout Big Top, another Ace Attorney Musical, I did the timing and tuning for some of the songs, and apparently we could fool people into thinking that we met up in person to sing because the timing was crispy. And watch the commentary videos that our lovely our lovely Max of Soul Link Smash fame has made. Also, can we say the Spotify thing on here?
Am I allowed to say that? I guess it's not a secret, but I don't know how to announce it properly. I don't know all the technicalities. We've come across a few of them on previous cases, but this one's on his own. Yeah, Turnabout Big Top in Ace Attorney Musicals available on Spotify, I do believe now. There's more details on it in the Turnabout Musical server. That Max did a better job of explaining than I did, but it's up there. I assume that public announcement is also on social media, and I just missed it because I was like not on the internet today. Excuse me. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth. Long time no see.
How come you're not with Agent Long?
Shifu. He's not technically my boss anymore. Really? What happened? You remember that case from a month or so back? The Yatagarasu case. How could we forget all those extraterritorial rights? You made kind of a big mistake there. Came about as close to aiding and abetting a serious criminal as you can come and still keep your job. Indeed. I guess that was pretty close. Well, being Shifu, he took full responsibility. So they disbanded our team.
Wow, that's harsh.
But it explains why he's now a lone wolf, as he puts it.
So, what are you doing here?
Well, to tell you the truth, I was worried about him. I think he's been chasing ghosts. Ghosts from 12 years ago, to be precise. 12 years ago? What does that mean? Sorry, I already said too much. I better be on my way. These ghosts of Agent Long's. Could they have something to do with the case we're currently investigating? No, I'm sure it's not at all connected.
Well, looks like everybody left except us. What do we do now?
Good question. Miss Hart went off monster hunting. And I guess Agent Long is busy trying to track down young Sean. Perhaps we should try investigating another angle?
What kind of other angle?
It's time for a turnabout. Somebody needs to get Judge Gavel's side of the story. Just gonna keep snoozing my ads, goddammit.
Oh, yeah, you're right. What did she say again?
Please forgive me, but I had better be on my way. I am to preside over the trial if you feel a guard in a bit.
It's time for a turnabout. Oh my god, turnabout needs to do a musical reference. Crazy. Hey, I don't know if anybody has heard of it, but if you haven't, you should. I'm sorry. Anyway. Me when I gyaku that ten. Me when I gyaku ten that Saiban. Till I Saiban.
I guess the trial will be beginning about now.
Indeed. I think we'd better head down to the courthouse and dramatically burst through the doors.
Incorrect gavel noises. Oh no, my gavel is all the way on the other side of the room.
Damn.
Did I read that properly? I think I just made a joke and I didn't read it. I think we'd better head down to the courthouse, don't you?
All right, let's go.
Yippee.
Do we continue? Thank God. Okay.
That was a very long first part of that trial. Not trial. Case. Do I just have one for each? Did it automatically save me a separate one for each thing? Oh no, it's just, I just have one separate. Oh, the separate save file I have is because that one time I screwed up the, I screwed up the, we should give them a gift to make sure they know how we feel. Don't look at who's presiding over the, don't look at who's prosecuting and who's defense. Who cares about that? No way. Not me. Okay, new items unlocked in the gallery. Let's look at them as we do my little sign off. Okay. Lots of stuff. Oh, we got the things. Emma! Glasses battle for listening to Emma's guy talk in the storeroom about how her studies abroad are going. Anyway, that is gonna be it for this week. For Ace Attorney Investigations 2. I may stream tomorrow. I'm going to be switching my weekend streams to Saturday, Sunday ones instead of Friday, Saturday, because Friday is going to be the day that Max and Cinna and I are streaming Dual Destinies. We're so fucking back. So I would like to free up my Fridays and make my streams a Saturday, Sunday thing. So I may stream tomorrow as a special additional treat. Which if I do stream tomorrow, it's probably gonna be more Yakuza 5. Other than that, I'm not sure what's coming up. I'll be back next weekend again. Also, Dual Destinies moments. Dual Destinies with 2 psychologists.
Wait, we got helmets.
Oh! The dog. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Other things that are coming up, is it this week? What week is this week? Yeah, my birthday's on Thursday. It's my birthday on Thursday. Wahoo. I'm probably gonna update my throne wish list and put that up on the internet. And maybe my Steam wish list. Put that up on the internet. And happy birthday on Thursday! I get to be who's 25 in Ace Attorney? I know the Yakuza jokes because we were just talking about it, but who's 25 in Ace Attorney? I can't remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna be 25 on Thursday. So yeah, maybe I'll do something on Thursday. I don't know. Oh, I think I'm not doing anything on Thursday because I got like stuff to do that day, hilariously. Is Lotta seriously? Am I the same age as Lotta? That's so funny. In the game that I'm currently playing. My god. Well, we're gonna keep rotating Emma. Let me snooze my ads one more time. Yeah. So we'll see. I might just like, I may not do a like birthday day of stream, but like possibly the weekend I may do something. Although I may be gone during the weekend because I'm celebrating my birthday. We'll see, we'll see. I'll try to keep you posted. Woo! So yeah. I think that is the same age as Maya and Canon. That's crazy. God. Look at Emma go. Look at her. And the same age as Blackwell, because they're the same age. Anyway. That is gonna be it. My voice is tired. My everything is tired. I'm very sleepy today. If you are not already. Not my bot telling us that the ad break is coming. Anyway, if you're not already, you know, join the Discord server. As it has gone by in the chat several times. Follow me on my socials. I'm Twyfairy or Twyfairy Cosplay everywhere. Check out Turnabout and Ace Attorney Musical, or the commentary tracks that have been going up. And also check out Turnabout Big Top, another Ace Attorney musical, on Spotify. Yeah. Should be everything. The music is really good. Sorry. Anyway, oh, and also go listen to the Qilong Lang theme remix. Also, Happy Ides of March. Stream Ides by Dessa. Anyway, we're calling it a night. Good night, everybody.